Good morning. My name is Malik Paget, and you're tuned in for another edition of the Morning Meditation Moment. Thank you for tuning in today. It's been my pleasure to have you back again. And if this is your first time, this is what we call the virtual sofa. On the virtual sofa, it is a time for us to share our thoughts, how we perceive things in life, how we're open to perceiving things from a different perspective, because it is all about perspective. And it's also about being concerned about something or someone that takes us, you, me, out of self and helps us connect and reflect with things that we're not used to, or things that we're, haven't been exposed to, or things that just take us out of our comfort zone. But it's, I would suggest, extremely important that we understand how to leave our comfort zone and connect on a different level, in a different space. And the reason why I believe that's important is because it shapes the broader me, the broader you, the broader us. How do we become broader? How do we become more inclusive? How do we become more understanding? It's embracing something that is different than we usually accept, or we usually participate in, or we usually allow. Today, I wanted to talk about voluntary character assassination. Is it, or was it worth it? Is credibility, our personal integrity, our honor, everything that is the essence of who we are, is it worth money? Is it worth promotion? Is it worth notoriety? Is it worth fame? Is the very essence of who we are as individuals actually worth the best of who we are? One thing that I do believe is keeping your soul clean. And what I mean by that is, we all are human. We all make human mistakes. But we are human. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. And it is so essential to cleanse your spirit through meditation, through prayer, through reflection, through really trying our best to do what is right and to bask in love. Love is a healer. Love is a deliverer. Love will set you free. And if you don't walk in love, or if I don't walk in love, if we don't walk in love, we can't be healed. We are filled with animosity and anger and pain and frustration and anxiety, all the things that are the antithesis of what love represents. And when you walk in love, you can forgive. And when you forgive, you can be set free. When you forgive, you can be delivered. When you can forgive, you can be healed. When you can forgive, you can be forgiven. When you can forgive, you can be elevated. Forgiveness is key. Love is key. And then comes with love. It comes light. Light comes in when you love, because light illuminates darkness. Love heals, delivers, and sets free, but light illuminates dark spaces. And then you find out when you love that there's things inside of us that need to be illuminated, because there's those places that we didn't realize that we have some work to do. We all have work to do. We're on a journey. In this journey, we're on in different spaces and different places, but it's the same journey. We got on at a different exit. But I would argue, please don't get off the journey. Don't exit the journey. You can make your entrance onto the expressway, this journey of life. Just don't exit, because it gets better further down the road, and there'll be some challenges. There's rocky roads ahead. There's construction detours ahead. There is unexpected weather conditions on this spiritual journey. But stay on the journey, though, because when you stay on the journey, you will finally reach your destination. if you exit the journey too early, you'll never reach your destination. So stay on the journey. But talking about the topic of voluntary character assassination, there are people that are willing to risk everything about who they are, about their greater strengths and their greater power. They're willing to give up their power and give it to someone else for notoriety or for promotion. And my question to you is a promotion really worth the very essence of your soul? Is money really worth the very essence of your soul? Because when you violate the essence of your soul, where do you go for comfort? Because everything that we have has already been given to us. We come from the factory already equipped, fully equipped. We come from the factory, we come from the Creator fully equipped with everything that we needed. Everything we need is inside. And when your insides are contaminated, when your soul is contaminated, where do you go for refuge? Where do you go when you need to go into that quiet place and you need to heal and you need to reawaken, or you need to find solace and refuge? Where do you go when that area's been contaminated? Because people, I hope it's not us, but people sometimes are willing to give up the very sanctity of what defines who they are for someone's promotion, for someone's recognition, for someone's voice that says, oh yeah, I now accept you. Don't do it. Nothing is worth your integrity. Nothing's worth your character. Nothing's worth my integrity, my character, my love, my innocence, my vulnerability. Nothing's worth it. No people, no places, or no things. Nothing physical, tangible, spiritual is worth the very essence of my character that defines who I was, that comes from my Creator, from the very essence of the beginning, whenever the beginning really ever was. Because in the spirit realm, there's no time and space. And so there is no time and space. And with that being said, so when is the beginning? I don't know. But I do know this much. Nothing's worth my or your integrity. No money. Because at the end of the day, if we can stand up in the face of adversity, face our oppressor, face the person that attempts, I won't even call that person an oppressor or a situation oppressive thing. I will call it an attempt to oppress, or an attempt to control. We deal in a world of narcissistic people. We deal in a world where people want to control other people, either by religion, either by politics, either by superiority in a job position. That's human nature sometimes, to control. I don't condone it. I think it's horrible. I think it's terrible to control someone simply for the sake of power. Because when you treat people right, what leadership does is, when leadership treats people right, and when leadership works by being a transformative leader, by giving the best of who you are to someone else, people naturally, for the most part, will honor what you're saying, what you're doing, because it's coming from a place of the leader's integrity, a place of the leader's honor. It's not about control. It's not about asserting authority. It's not about controlling others and having others do what you say by the sound of your voice, simply because of insecurities that perhaps that particular person may deal with, or personality issues, and individuals' own vulnerabilities that you want to appear to be strengths when they're really weaknesses. It's having a moral compass. Don't we all need a moral compass? Isn't there something that has to regulate our behavior? Isn't there something internal that has to regulate who we are? I would argue, isn't a moral compass important? Is it? For me, it is. How do you govern your life without a moral compass? And that moral compass takes on many variations from many different people, because we are all not the same. We don't think the same. We don't worship the same. We don't come from the same backgrounds. We don't come from the same socialized environments. We're all been socialized into something. Whether you or me want to think we're self-started, we've been socialized from the beginning into something. Whether it was culture, family, religion, environment, we've all been socialized into something. However, we can unsocialize certain behavior patterns. We can strip away certain behavior characteristics that are unhealthy, that are not life-changing, life-building, that are not evolving in a positive direction. We can stop that. We have that power to recognize, but that only comes through reflection. That comes through meditation. That comes through sitting still and just observing you and saying, how can I be a better me? How can Malik? My name is Malik Paget. I can be reached at 305-747-1051. 305-747-1051. How can I become a better me? Let's talk about it. Anyway, I'd like to know your thoughts. Can you go to the website? The website is the Morning Motivational Moment. Go to the website. I'd like to know your thoughts. Once again, it's themorningmotivationalmoment.com. Themorningmotivationalmoment.com. Drop us a line. Let us know how we're doing. I'd like to know what your thoughts are on many of the topics that are covered. Once again, the website is themorningmotivationalmoment.com. I'd like to know what your thoughts are. What your thoughts are concerning what's been covered. If it makes sense to you, if it's even relevant, or if you think something totally different. I'd like to share your thoughts and perhaps maybe have you as a guest on air, and we could talk about it live. Anyway, once again, I am Malik Paget. It's been another morning motivational moment with you. Thank you for inspiring me. I'm really grateful, and thank you for loving me. Remember this, always go within. You can have whatever you want. I can have whatever I want. We have to speak it, and then we have to believe it. So, once again, I encourage you. For myself, I say, I can have whatever I want. Therefore, I speak exactly what I want, not what I don't want. I speak exactly what I want, and I believe exactly what I say. Once again, I can have whatever I want. I speak exactly what I want, not what I do not want. I don't draw attention to that, and I believe whatever I say. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for coming from a place of love. There's nothing like being loved. I really appreciate it, and I love you as well. Have a great day and love someone today like never before.